My husband and I went on a cycle ride with my dad, and we passed through this part on the other side of the loch, and we both just were quite struck by how beautiful it was. It has those expanses that you get in Scotland where you do feel completely cut off, and you sort of do forget everything else that's going on in your life, and you find yourself sort of staring at landscapes. We fairly quickly, I think, fixed upon this kind of long, rural barn-ish shape, which draws on a historical landscape called the Longhouse, quite near here. One of the lovely things is when you first arrive, you come down that driveway and you can look all the way through the building and get a slice of the loch. The architecture is very purposely about looking outwards, and it's all about that view, and that really extended into my part, which was specifying the interiors. If I'm dealing with properties in London, it's much more decorative and it's much more about adding colours to kind of give a mood. This was all about the mood is there, how do we kind of quietly fit into it? I think it's a bit like writing. I used to be a writer. It's about stripping away things until you're left with the clearest communication possible. When I come to this house, it is like a breath of fresh air because there's not stuff everywhere. The concrete worktop in the kitchen was just something that I knew that I wanted to have. It feels really weighty and textured and beautiful, and it is just really functional. And I love the Moroccan tiles behind it, which lead into the landscapes. They really do look part of the mountains. I knew that I wanted to have a built-in sofa early on. The proportions were really stolen from a beautiful hotel in Morocco that we were staying at, and I didn't have a measuring tape with me, but I measured using one of my children, so it was kind of an arm and a half or something like that of my daughter. So yeah, it's just like a big bed, and you kind of nestle at one end and sit and stare out. It's all about the water, really. We do swim in it, so it's freezing at the beginning of the season. It's always absolutely, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. And by the end of the season, we're going in our bikinis kind of thing. So that has been such a beautiful thing to have. There is also a mountain nearby in Monroe called Ben Lawers, and that's a really short drive away, so it's quite easy to just decide, I'm just going to climb a mountain this afternoon. I was thinking about how much fun it would be to have lots of people to stay, and you know, it kind of has an element of being a bit of a party house. And maybe the surprise has been that I have embraced more the absolute opposite of that and enjoyed it as a retreat and enjoy doing nothing. I prefer to read and potter around and yeah, just go out and be at one with the land, as it were. It's actually something that's really fed and enriched my life, certainly. For me, it feels like an extension of my person. It really does. And it just connects me with where I'm from. It takes me back to my childhood, where I was taught to go outdoors. It really does bring me back to who I started as.